Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, Andre Palante. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Just missed. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One out, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball, left side. Fires across the diamond. That takes care of Correa. Here's Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here at Busch Stadium, and on the mound now, Bailey Ober.
And if this guy isn't already tall enough, he's standing on top of a mound, throwing down at hitters. His stuff can sneak up on you because of the extension he gets and having a deep release point. If batters can attack pitches up in the zone, this lineup will have a chance to do some damage.
That misses off the outside edge. Next offering is downstairs. That one at the knees for a strike.
3-2.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. One gone here. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. 1-2 to Contreras. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Vasquez gathers, throws, got him. Two gone after the strikeout. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Fastball for a strike. Two outs. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that's a base hit.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And that'll fall for a base hit. So that's two straight two-out hits.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Chased it outside the zone there. Not all that close to being a strike, but he showed that he can handle that location. Difficult part of the plate, and just got enough of it to dunk it the other way.
And now Alec Burleson. Donovan at second. Arenado on at first with 2 down. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
They tried to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And here it comes. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Way high.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
First and second, 2 down. Hit hard, base hit. Arenado around third. He'll score easily. Buxton returns it to the infield. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
2-2 to count.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. First and second, 2 outs. Scott now at the plate, in the dirt. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a little bit high. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good 2-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball. 1 run across. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Slice to right, and it stays fair. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 6-0. A 2-run double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really.
A new arm into the game. The righty, Yohan Duran.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Lars Nootbaar digs in now. Next offering is down low. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. This to third. Miranda zips it to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Top of the second. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings and misses, and there's one down. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Ty France. Ball to strike, the pitch, and that one upstairs. That's down and in.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Next is switch hitting first baseman Mickey Gasper. And that misses. And it's 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. This is Willie Castro. Popped up. Arenado sizing this one up. 2 down. And the batter now, Jose Miranda.
Jose Miranda.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
Ball 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball right field. 1 down. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals.
Brendan Donovan.
And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Caught him looking for the K.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
2 balls, 1
2
strike.
outs, base is empty. One on the gun, swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Wallner makes the catch, and that's the inning. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Christian Vasquez. Outside low, and a count 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now Correa up to hit. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. And he'll pull into second safely.
Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
One away, runners at second and third. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Go Chris through the early stages. He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Trevor Larnach. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because base hit, 1 run is in. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in St. Louis, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the center fielder, Alec Burleson. And that's through there for a strike. Now 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first, and now it's Ivan Herrera. Next offering way upstairs. Curve in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 away. Jordan Walker getting ready to hit.
Jordan Walker.
And that's off the outside edge. 3-1. Swing and a miss.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
First and second, 1 out. Scott will hit next. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Burleson over at second. Walker at first. 1 gone. Stays alive. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 on, 1 out. Off the plate. 2-2.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
That was straight queso right there.
Helpful.
gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. He goes down looking. And we're back onto the fourth. And now Mickey Gasper. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that one misses up and in. Now 2-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He dives, but he can't make the catch. And the leadoff man aboard.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
The next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
This one in the air center field. Burleson hauls it in, and there's one away. So a man aboard. Now the third baseman, Jose Miranda. Man at first, one away.
Nope, that's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2 now. And foul ball. The Twins down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. The next pitch misses, and the count is filled up. That one lifted to left. Nootbaar moves under it. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
And now it's Christian Vasquez. There's the strike up high. 2-2 now.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Chris Paddock.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
That one finds the corner, and now 2-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 3-2. Out to short, Correa. Tosses across to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And now it's filled up.
Count is 3-2.
Inside, and that's ball 4.
Now batting.
Man at first, Brendan Donovan. The next to hit.
Donovan.
And that one missing low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air to left center and makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Here's Nolan
Now
Arenado.
batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Two outs. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Contreras around second. Coming home. He will score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one fouled off, 2-2. That one missing inside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Line to left, and it goes just foul.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boog. Were we supposed to bring something?
See, I think just our presence is the present. Arenado on second. Burleson at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Sonny Gray.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Now it's going to be Matt Wallner. Down and in, moved his feet. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And here comes Carlos Correa. And that's too high. And that one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. That one 95 to finish him off. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit.
Byron Buxton.
When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now here is Trevor Larnach.
Trevor Larnach.
The Cards leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's inside.
Ball 2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. That's to third, and that's a fair ball.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. That one missed.
You know, these Cardinals really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Foul ball. Runner on the move. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Paddock moved to first.
Hey.
Comes a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. One away. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
Mason Wynn.
This one in the air. Castro makes the play. Out number 2.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
That just misses, and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can.
Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Cole Sands.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Contreras now.
Ball. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 2-2. Headed towards the corner. Wallner makes his way towards it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses. Had him way out front of the slurve. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the DH, Ty France. Here's a 1-2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And now the first baseman, Mickey Gasper. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Willie Castro. Outside low, and the count's even at 2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So now it's Nolan Arenado. On the ground right side. Castro sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now Alec Burleson.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 down, nobody on. Line drive. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
2 bases, everybody.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Herrera. Here's a 1-1. And it's fouled away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Jose Miranda. The 2-1. To the right side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Christian Vasquez, the hitter. The Cardinals leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Late with the swing there.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. The other way. He'll do it himself. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner.
Hey, 2.
Swing and a pop-up. Donovan hauls it in to end the inning.
Now pitching for
On the mound
Minnesota.
now for the Twins, Griffin
Number
Jacks.
22.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the
Leading
score.
off for the Cardinals.
Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That one just misses. The count now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And there's a ball.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
And he chases that one. And 1 out now. And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Struck him out of the foul tip.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one in the dirt. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Nabs it, and that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan
Number
Fernandez.
64.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's Carlos
Leading off for
Correa.
Minnesota.
Seeing you talk about a guy that has
Carlos
all the
Correa.
skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That's down and in.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Arenado to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And
Now
here
batting,
is
center
Byron
fielder,
Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Burleson settles under it. And there's 2 down. Trevor Larnach, the next twin up to hit. Two outs. And that's outside. 3-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swing and a ground ball. Handles, throws to first, and that is the inning. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back, gone. His second homer of this series, and they add to their lead. It's 8-2. Wilson Contreras next up for the Cardinals. That one down the line. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
So man aboard, Brendan Donovan digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Part of the order coming
strikes.
through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Man at second. That one
Well, that's off the
outside.
plate. Ball
And the
2.
count is 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Nato comes in to
Now
take his
batting,
cuts.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Hard hit left side. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. And now the center
Now
fielder,
batting,
Alec
center
Burleson.
fielder, Alec Burleson.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is
1 ball,
strike 2.
2
And this
strikes.
guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And delivers
that's out.
outside. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
France gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And they're all loaded up. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. So here's Christian Vasquez. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
1 out, bases full. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Down to the last out for the Twins. Kyle Leahy takes over on the mound.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. And foul ball.
Love how the guy out there in the mound did not panic after loading the bases. Went right to work, got 2 quick outs, and he's got to bear down just to get 1 more and get out of this inning.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Leahy is just 1 strike away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cardinals take this one in a blowout.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.